Hello, hi, hey, it's your good friend J. Scott Jewell, back with NetHack again. New game since we died last time. Still an Elven wizard. Let's look at what we've got. Scroll of Identify, good. Enchant Weapon, good. Spellbook of Force Bolt and Magic Missile, probably not the most interesting combinations. They're both just attack spells, but Magic Missile scales up really well with your skill level in attack magic, so that'll be good to have. Healing, levitation, see invisible, which I'm struggling to recall off the top of my head whether or not that will give me permanent invisibility or if I need to bless it. Because right now it's just uncursed, and I know that a blessed potion of see invisible will make me invisible forever, or am I thinking of the wand? Who knows? This is why I go to the NetHack wiki so often. Because I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't want to do it right now. Because you can't really go into shops if you're invisible for obvious reasons. So, unless you have some kind of covering to make yourself visible again, it's pretty detrimental in the early game to be invisible, even though it makes it really hard for enemies to get you. So let's check out a potion of see invisible. Oh wait, this is see invisible anyway, not invisibility. Doesn't matter at all. The only thing about see invisible is that it tastes like fruit juice. And yeah, if it is blessed, I'll be able to see invisible things permanently. The Ring of Free Action is great, and I do have the Wand of Make Invisible. I've also got a tooled horn, which is a musical instrument that basically scares monsters away, so that'll be a good last-ditch effort. And once I have the ability to bless this potion of see invisible and some kind of wrapping to make myself visible at will, then I'll use that wand to make both me and my pet, if it's still alive, invisible. So that's very good to have. So going in no particular order, let's check out the very first level. Nothing in here. Gonna look for secret doors. Oh, and instead find a goblin. And he's left a helmet for us, but I'm not going to bother with it because it is a piece of metal armor, and that'll screw up my spell casting. And not seeing any secret doors, so just moving on. Looks like there's a vault on this floor somewhere. Yep. Guard on patrol, someone counting money. And then this is a sink. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with the sink. You can drink water from it if you want to. You can dip potions into it if you don't care about the potion. And that'll turn into a potion of water. But most of the interesting things you can do, which I probably shouldn't do yet because they could have ill effects, but for the sake of demonstration, if you kick a sink, you can call up a black ooze, which is very dangerous, but kind of easy to deal with because they are slower than the character. So if you get a long enough stretch of open hallway, you can just kind of lead them in a circle and just keep blasting them. Spell missed. Just waiting for it to show up again. Oop, there it is. And they changed something about its speed, so it's hard to predict how and when it's going to move. Just waiting for my power to get back up above 5 so I can cast Force Bolt again. Ooh. Alright, maybe I'm going to the south. It's got me kind of hemmed in there. But now that I know this is open all the way, I've got a nice little loop I can lead him around. Alright, hit him. Oh. Okay, brief detour to mess with the lichen. And I'll just go in this circle here until we can get that black pudding taken care of, because I definitely don't want to stumble across it later. Trying to decide if I want to risk hitting it at melee or not. Oh, and there's a goblin as well. See if I can hit both of them. Nope. Yep, there goes. Death. So that was kind of to be expected. Shouldn't have been messing around with a black pudding at my level anyway. Yeah, but it was fun to see what comes out of a sink. So we haven't been recording for very long at all, so let's go for another run. We will play another wizard. Magic mapping is good. Charm monster should be good for us. It'll get us a gajillion pets if we want them. Assuming we can ever cast it. The casting chance is... well, it's not bad. And by the time I'm up there, I should have enough mana to cast it anyway. That'll be good. Ring of Regeneration is great. Tooled Horn is good to have. 2 potions of healing will be useful, but probably used quickly. And having a potion of booze identified is okay. I guess, well, it's okay. Yep, found some sewer rats. See if I can deal with them in the doorway. Yes. Yeah, this dungeon is downright infested. The door's locked and I don't care to kick it down. Dark room with nothing in it. And a locked door. So kicking down a door does open it, but it also destroys the door and makes a lot of noise, so the rest of the dungeon will be alerted to my presence if they weren't already. And I'll take care of this goblin before I go upstairs. And finish eating everything. Okay. So we should just need to do a quick sweep up here to make sure we're getting all the rooms. Well, I think there's probably one more up here, maybe. Not just another entrance to that. Okay. And now we are sitting here and waiting for my cat to show up. Yep. There it comes. And just scrambling to find something good. Another locked door. That is a lichen, so we'll just smash it. Oop. I found the door and the goblin opened it at the same time. And so once you've done it, 9 or 10 or 100 times, the opening levels are all pretty much the same. It's the same couple of monsters generating because you're level 1, and there's only really a couple of situations that you can get into that are of any interest. Most of the interesting stuff happens a little deeper down. But you never know. I mean, last game we got a magic lamp on, what, floor 2? So, nope. Okay, my cat took care of that giant rat. And it is a good idea, if you have a pet, to let it take care of some of the combat for you, because it'll gain experience and level up on its own. So this kitten will turn into a house cat and then a large cat. I wasn't done exploring. There could be another room up there. But it doesn't look like it, so you were right, cat. Let's go downstairs. The cat that has no name, because I didn't bother to specify one. Crashing open doors. Okay, so over there is a fox, and they're one of the very first fast monsters that you can encounter. They move, I think, twice as fast as a player. I don't remember what it is exactly, but it's pretty common to get cornered by them and taken out just by their speed alone. So it's not uncommon to hear the IRC channel say you got outfoxed. Ha 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 ha. Yes, NetHack players tend to like puns. I've got a chest here with all kinds of nonsense in it. Got coins in a spellbook, which if I can find a nice long straight, I'll try and show you the sneaky trick for figuring out if something is cursed or not. Random scroll. Okay, that should actually be good enough if I can convince my cat to come close enough. Oh, I'm trying to swap places with it. Just need to get it at the end of this hallway so it can't get past. Well, that worked. Now my cat is busy fighting. I'll try again later. Ugh, cat. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now the cat is in there. It can't get through that door. And it's not 100% success, but if I drop this spellbook on the ground, if the cat steps on it and picks it up, then it's not cursed. Because pets generally do not like to touch cursed objects at all. So I should be able to read that spellbook. Ooh. Slow monster is pretty good. And actually, I am going to rearrange it so it's on the B key. So that'll be good, because we can cast it, and it'll give us some skill points in the enchantment branch. And then once we have that all set up, once we level that up at all, we'll be able to cast Charm Monster much more easily, and that will be very good. Just wander around being the beast master of the dungeon. I wonder, would it work here? Yep, sure did. So now I have a tame shrieker, which is possibly the most useless pet. Wow, both of them stumbled into a rock trap. Convenient for me. Good idea to stop eating when someone throws a knife at you. I'll throw it right back. And my strength is too wimpy for it to make it all the way there. How about a force bolt? Nope. Not looking great. Well, I could read the scroll of teleportation. That would certainly work. But let's just drink a healing potion before we resort to anything drastic. Oh, and the bat got killed. So, great. And might as well take that dagger with us, because if nothing else, we can use it to increase our dagger skill. And once you get a couple of advancements in daggers, then you can you get a chance to throw multiple daggers with each attack. And that becomes basically essential in the late game. Getting multiple attacks in one turn from range is a proposition that you really can't ignore. Okay, what do we got? A mimic, great. Hopefully I can take it out. Well, I sure am trying. Now that I'm down to 1 hit point, I guess I can pray. Ugh, there we go. That was shockingly close. A box with who knows what in it. Oh, a tinning kit could be very useful. Basically, that'll let us take any corpse we come across and turn it into a tin of meat. So if there's any special effects you get from eating the corpse, you can get them without, having to consume the entire corpse. Or, if you're full of food, you can wait until a little bit later to actually consume it, because it is perfectly preserved inside the tin. So that might be good. Alright, that's a box. That's a tin of food, sure. Blue gems are probably ignorable. A bugle could come in handy later. A towel will almost certainly come in handy in an immediate sense. A wand, a tin opener could be good. Legendary axe, great. And another tin opener. If I were to pay for all this right now... Okay, still have 82 left, which is fine. Scroll of Teleportation is another way you can get out of a shop without paying for merchandise, but quite a few policemen are summoned to the scene if you do that. If you're high enough level, you can just defeat them, obviously, but at this level, no. Generally, if you're at the level where you can take out cops, you can also just take out the shopkeeper himself. So, unless you plan on never visiting the floor again, it's not really worthwhile. Wanna see... Is there just nothing down this hallway? Okay. Well, let's find out whether or not this tinning kit is any good. Okay. So probably not cursed, at the very least. Could be blessed. If it's blessed, I love it. If not, okay. Newts are cool. Ooh. So over there, we have an altar. Oh, and it's chaotic. So it is an altar that is in alignment with me, which means that once I get myself out of this bear trap, we can, if you drop items on an altar of any kind, it'll tell you with these messages what its status is as far as whether it's blessed or cursed. Looks like none of these are anything special. Okay. Yep, they're all just uncursed. But that also means that if we kill any monsters nearby, we can carry the corpse over to this altar and sacrifice it there to get a bunch of favors from our god. Ooh, a werejackal. That's not my favorite. Can I charm him? Oh, Wonderful. Now I have a pet werejackal. I wonder what that actually gets me. Don't actually do a lot with Charm Monster most of the time, so really not familiar with how it works. We've got a mirror, a couple of Wraiths. Yeah, see, they're coming in a big line like that. Ooh, oh no. I am in no small amount of trouble. Let's run away. Hope my cat can take care of the Wraith. Looks like it did. Wheat hoo. Okay. And this is just a regular staircase. Oh, I forgot I was hungry. Let's eat food. Oh, so that means that this downstairs, right by the altar, should take us to the gnomish mines. Well, that's very lucky. In terms of exploring, we basically don't have to do any. The downstairs is right here. So I'll go down to get my cat down there, take my werejackal that I guess I have. Let's see how far we can get in the mines. I want to shoot this hobbit with a force bolt, but I don't want to shoot my cat. There we go. An Elven mithril coat, which it is quite good armor, but I'm not going to pick it up just yet because of that encumbrance penalty. An Elven dagger is quite good. I think it's actually made of wood. I want to see if we can find Mine Town, because that'll be a neat place to start the next episode. Oh, and if we look there, that corpse turned out to be rotten somehow the turn after I killed that gnome. So much so that I was knocked unconscious for a few turns, which could theoretically be very dangerous, but in practice I haven't seen it be too bad. And the violet gem, I guess I can pick it up. It's probably a piece of glass, and if encumbrance triggers again, it'll be one of the first things I drop, because it doesn't do a whole lot except be worth gold in some shops. Ooh, so fell into a pit trap, and this pit trap also had spikes at the bottom of it. Those can also be generated with poison spikes, which is basically the worst if you don't have any poison resistance. A bunch of gold, that's good. A pickaxe, that's good. Some gems, those are great. And I'll follow the little trail he was making at the time. And just kind of force bolt everything in my path. Dwarf's got a club. I've got a force bolt. Oh, and the ability to miss. Looks like he summoned a blue jelly. So he's got create monster scroll. So I don't have any magic power left. I do have a couple of daggers, but I don't think I'll be as good with them. Oh, got my ring of regeneration. Let's do that. That way, at least while I'm fighting him, I get a little bit of health back. Nope. No good. Should have found a way to run away. but I thought I could take him. Classic prank. So what do we actually have? The Elven dagger was cursed, so it's good that I didn't try to use it. Blank paper. Potion of polymorph could have helped, possibly. Could have been pretty bad too. Tinning kit would have been good for us. I forgot about the horn. The horn might have scared him off. And yeah, one of those was an actual gemstone, and the other 3 were just worthless pieces of glass. So that will do us for this episode. We'll try again next time to, just not die. That'll be the new goal. Just don't die.